Athletes, coaches,
Welcome to the DC Everest softball complex, getting ready for girls' fast pitch between DC Everest and Marshfield. Thanks for joining us for our Zaleski sports coverage. My name's Chris Conley. It was windy before. The wind has died down a little bit, but we're looking over Kennedy Park beyond the outfield fence, and the clouds look ominous, so we may get wet before this is done. Everest girls played yesterday, went down to Wisconsin Rapids for a makeup from a rainout earlier. They were 12-0 winners. Give you our starting lineups and batting orders in just a moment. First, our pregames brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. Let's meet the Marshfield Tigers. In left field, Delaney Varsho will lead off. Ashlyn Barwick is the shortstop. She'll bat second. Shyla Brogan is in center field. She'll hit third. Madison Krause is at third base, hitting fourth. The catcher is Lillian Griesbach, who will hit fifth. Pitcher Caitlin Schoenweiss, we remember her from last year. Sternweiss will hit for herself and will hit sixth. First base, Taylor Weiss. In right field, Lexi Fisher. And batting ninth will be Madeline Cole at second base. Again, for the visiting Marshfield Tigers, they are 5-6 overall, 2-1 in their Wisconsin Valley Conference games. It's Varsho, Barwick, Brogan, Krause, Griesbach, Sternweiss, Weiss, Fisher, and Cole. Back home today, the DC Everest Evergreens bring this batting order. Kelsey Meverdon will lead off and play center field. The designated player is Aubrey Klatt, who will hit for first baseman Taylor Friedel. Klatt will hit second. Caitlin Kressel, catcher, will bat third. Dakota Witucky, one of two Everest players, had a home run yesterday. Witucky will be the shortstop and bat fourth. Mara Meverdon at third base fifth. Brooke Brown is in left field sixth. Pitcher Addison Cluck will hit seventh. Kelsey Woolley, second baseman, hits eighth, and Sydney Spear hits ninth. Again, for the home Evergreens, who wear the white with the green stripes today, double Meverdons, Kelsey Meverdon, Klatt, Kressel, Witucky, Mara Meverdon, Brown, Cluck, Woolley, and Spear. The Evergreens are 5-2 overall. One of their losses was a 1-0 loss in 9 innings to New Richmond last Friday. And then their very next game yesterday, the Bats come out. 12 runs, 15 hits. In a 10-run rule shortened game over Wisconsin Rapids, the Evergreens have won all 3 of their conference games. I mean, what's the bottom line here? If you're a team like Marshfield or Wisconsin Rapids, the team that we saw yesterday, if you want to get into the conversation for conference honors, you've got to find a way to beat DC Everest or Spash. So this is kind of a measuring stick game for the Marshfield Tigers, who come in wearing their road grays with the orange sanitaries and the orange piping and the black pants. The orange and black is always a good look, and the Marshfield Tigers have it for just about all of their sports teams.
Number 5, Maddie Cole, and the rest of the Tigers from Marshfield.
Starting lineups being introduced to the crowd here. I hope everyone's brought umbrellas, because we may have some rain before this is done. Our camera angle's a little unusual, too, because the first rule of broadcasting is keep the equipment dry. Whatever happens to the announcers and the broadcast team, that's completely secondary. Keep the equipment dry, and we will do our very best. We're brought to you by Serve Pro, Jamie Wetzel. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, your number one choice in cleanup and restoration. That's Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Of course, the Evergreens have to guard against looking ahead, because on Thursday they have their 2 games against Spash. They'll play the continuation of a suspended game that's at the top of the third inning, 0-0. And then from Stevens Point, they'll play the regularly scheduled game on Thursday. And again, our thinking for the last couple of softball broadcasts have been that those 2 games will likely determine conference honors, because Spash and Everest just seem to be ahead of everybody else in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. We'll see. I mean, look, they're high school kids. You're making assumptions about how the rest of the season will play out, but we've seen enough games so far that Spash and Everest seem to be the 2 teams that are above everybody else.
Taylor Friedel, and the rest of the DC Everest Evergreens.
All right, the Evergreens are on the field.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Marshfield Tigers are along the third base line, and the crowd here at the softball complex comes to its feet for the national anthem.
Men and women who have served our country and who are currently serving this great land of ours.
We have new speakers today. We're getting that teched out, and then our national anthem will come on. Ladies, feel free to sing if it doesn't happen. A couple of puzzled looks up here at the press box, like, really? They can't tell when Mr. Conley's serious or not. I think we will opt to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Actually, the crowd behind home plate will sing our national anthem. I love that. Thank you, softball team dads. The
Miller and Bruce Thurs are umpires.
The three-part harmony needs a little work, but we'll get that straightened out the next time. First pitch, DC Everest and Marshfield when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
We're back at the DC Everest softball complex. Let's set up the DC Everest defense out in the field first as Marshfield awaits the first pitch this afternoon. Outfield left to right, that's Brooke Brown in left, Kelsey Meverdens in center, Sydney Spears in right. The infield, Mara Meverdens at third base, Dakota Witucky is at short, Kelsey Woolley's the second baseman, Taylor Friedel's at first base. The Everest battery, Caitlin Kressel catches, Addison Cluck, who struck out the first 9 batters that she faced, an 11 strikeout game, allowed just 1 base runner, a hit batsman. Addison Cluck was lights out yesterday and back to work 24 hours later. Here we go, Delaney Varsho to lead off for Marshfield.
Leading off for the Marshfield Tigers, left fielder, number 1, Delaney Varsho.
All right, here's the first pitch from Addison Cluck, and we're underway. It's up high, ball 1. Again, we're hoping to play quickly. Hustle in, hustle out. The rain's coming. That's up high, too. 2 balls and no strikes. Addison Cluck worked the first 4 innings. Once the perfect game was no longer in play, she was lifted. Kelsey Meverden worked that final inning. There's a strike, 2-1. You know, I was glad that we got to do the game in Wisconsin Rapids. The press box there is right behind home plate. And, of course, the softball complex there is all kind of small and tidy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one's fouled off. So only when you're right behind home plate can you appreciate the true velocity of Addison Cluck. Cluck throws faster and harder than a year ago. I mean, she's different from her sophomore now to her junior year. There's strike 3 and a strikeout. Delaney Varsho is sent back to the dugout.
Which brings up number 4, Ashley Barwick.
So again, we're looking right over the home plate umpire's shoulder when we were in Marshfield, right over the umpire's right shoulder. And I mean, Addison Cluck is just lights out on everything that she's throwing. There's strike 1. And we talked about that a little in the postgame. And Addison says, yeah, a lot of time in the weight room. You bet. And I love to hear that. I mean, what's the making of a great athlete? Well, there is God-given talent, no question about that. And then it's up to the athlete to hone those abilities. And Addison Cluck says she's been doing that. 1-1 here. This is hit on the ground, foul at third. Ashlyn Barwick is at the plate, and she's down a ball and 2 strikes in the count. Again, you get the feeling for the Marshfield Tigers that runs will be at a premium today. And there's strike 3. So Addison Cluck again struck out the first 9 that she saw yesterday and strikes out the first 2 that she sees today. Shyla Brogan to hit now with 2 outs and nobody on. We're brought to you by Greenheck Group, the global leader in creating air movement and control equipment. This popped up, foul ground, not enough room for a play. Greenheck is one of Wausau's largest employers, the perfect place for the next step in your career. See if the Greenheck Group is right for you. Visit greenheck.com. That's greenheck.com. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs and nobody on. Cluck coming home. Just off the outside corner. 1-1. Didn't miss by much. Fouled off, a ball and 2 strikes. Again, this is going to be a big pitching week for Addison Cluck. I mean, it's not like baseball. The fast pitch motion is not as hard as the arm or shoulders. So Cluck's going to be working Thursday, probably both games against Stevens Point. This is off the plate and back to the mound. Addie bobbles it for a moment, throws low, got her, dug out at first base.
Nice play by
Taylor Friedel at first base with a nice play there. Cluck stayed with it and got it over to first in time. It's a 3-up, 3-down first inning. The Evergreens are coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Welcome back to the DC Everest Softball Complex. I'm Chris Conley. Here's Marshfield's defensive alignment as the Evergreens are ready to bat in the bottom of the first. Delaney Varsho's in left field. Shyla Brogan's in center, and that's Lexi Fisher in right. The infield, Madison Krause at third base. Ashlyn Barwick is the shortstop. Madeline Cole at second, and Taylor Weiss, first baseman. Lillian Griesbach catches, and here's Caitlin Sternweiss ready to pitch to Kelsey Meverden.
now batting number 1, center fielder Kelsey
Meverden had 2 hits in yesterday's win over Wisconsin Rapids. Again, the Evergreens arrive here after a 12-0 victory. First pitch from Sternweiss is up high. Marshfield in conference, they've played 3 games. They've won 2 of them. That's up high, too. 2 balls and no strikes. What wind there is blowing from left to right. You hear it across our Zaleski Sports microphones. Put in play to second. Madeline Cole is sure-handed and gets it over to first. There's the first out. You know, down near our concession stand, Here's Aubrey Klatt, the designated player, who will hit with 1 out and nobody on. They've got a sign of all of the Everest Fast Pitch All-State players. Maybe this would be our Aflac Cue the Duck trivia question today. Everest Fast Pitch has had 2 players who have been All-State more than once. Swing and a miss, 1 and 1. You know who they are? These are 2 Everest softball players who have been All-State more than once. A lot of times All-State is an honor that comes to you in your senior year. Did that hit her? No, it's inside. Michaela Poggle is one of them, who is All-State 1, 2, 3 times, sophomore, junior, and senior year. If you remember Michaela when she played, the ball exploded off of her bat. And then right after that, Maggie Plaza, All-State, junior, and senior year. Raise your hand and give yourself a gold star if you got them both. Off speed, tapped back to the mound. Sternweiss gets it over to first, 2 up and 2 down. The Evergreens have put both balls in play, both outs on the infield. Caitlin Kressel to hit now.
Number 20, Caitlin Kressel.
Kressel hits with 2 outs and no one on. First pitch is up high for a ball. Camping World of Rothschild is just off I-39, a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime. Camping World of Rothschild. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. Big cut there. 1 and 2. Everest yesterday, the game was 0-0 till the top of the 4th when the Evergreens broke through with 7 runs. Never looked back after that. 1-2 pitch. Took something off, and this is popped up. Second base, going back. Madeline Cole makes the catch. Both teams go 3 up, 3 down through the first. No score. Second inning is on next on Zaleski Sports.
Axis Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating. But with Axis Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Overcast and windy as we go to the top of the second. There's no score between DC Everest and Marshfield. The Everest baseball team is playing crosstown. They're over at Wausau West today. Now, I've done lots of Everest West games on the radio and some for Zaleski Sports, too. When we go over to West, now West has no press box, so you're just outside. You're set up in the bleachers. And it seems like year after year we go over to West and it's overcast and rainy. Remember doing radio games, we'd be putting trash bags over our broadcast equipment. Got to keep that nice and dry. Madison Krause fouls off the first pitch back to the screen, strike 1. And it feels like soon, if we look up to the skies, it's going to say, "Surrender, Dorothy." Inside, a ball and a strike. Wind has picked up noticeably over the last couple of minutes. And a pretty stiff wind is blowing straight in right now. That's fouled back, a ball and 2 strikes. So conditions less than ideal as Madison Krause bats against Addison Cluck. 1-2 pitch coming, fouled off. You know what? Marshfield has made more contact against Cluck than we saw yesterday against Rapids. Marshfield's been more aggressive with their swings. They've fouled a lot of balls off. 1-2. Cluck wins the battle. Swing and a miss. That's her third strikeout and the first out here in the second inning. We're brought to you by Fleet Farm. Pick up all your pet's favorites at Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products all under one roof from the name brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pet's everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. Lillian Griesbach takes strike one. This one's popped up, foul ground. I think this is going to be out of play. Yes, finds the other side of the chain link fence.
Batting number 13, Lillian Griesbach.
Griesbach is quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. And we do have a light rain that's falling outside now. One out, no one on. Still waiting for our first base runner in this fast pitch game as we play the top of the second. No balls, 2 strikes. Coming home, swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the 5th straight Marshfield Tiger retired by Addison Cluck, and 4 of them via strikeout.
Now batting number 9, Caitlin Steinweiss.
Caitlin Sternweiss, the opposing pitcher to hit here, and fouls the first one off. See, Marshfield swinging early in the count. No balls, 1 strike. You know, after we get through today's not so good weather's supposed to be colder but sunny tomorrow, and Thursday for the doubleheader down at Stevens Point, 60s and sunshine. So we're looking forward to that. Down low, 1-1. Put in play to first base. Taking it herself is Taylor Friedel, and that'll bring the inning to an end. Marshfield retired in order. The bottom of the second in the rain. No score on Zaleski Sports.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
I'm Karen from the Hearing House. Ignoring hearing loss can have many negative effects on your body and your life. Even if you don't realize it, it can affect your mind, your relationships, the way you feel, the way you act, your activities. Hearing loss is so much more than not hearing what people are saying. That's why at the Hearing House we're so passionate about what we do, because we see the changes in people's lives.
So call us if you're ready to find out if we can help you.
Make your house a hearing house.
Got a light rain falling as we go to the bottom of the second inning. You know what? I'm looking out beyond the outfield walls, and there's some blue sky beyond the right field fence. Here's Dakota Witucky, number 4 batter to hit here for Everest. And there's strike 1 to Dakota. A home run in yesterday's game down in Marshfield. 1 of 2 Everest home runs. Dakota Witucky and Aubrey Klatt. Took something off, and there's a strike. No balls, 2 strikes here. Pitch here, it's popped up. There may be room in foul ground. No, up onto the roof of the Everest dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Merrill Steel sponsors today's fast pitch coverage. Your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply today at merrillsteel.com. Called strike 3, and Dakota Witucky is the first out here in the bottom of the second.
At the plate for the Evergreens, third baseman number 14, Mara Medverden.
Here's Mara Meverden with 1 out and no one on. No base runners yet in this one. I see our fans in the bleachers. Umbrellas are out. A ball to start off Mara here. This ball is hit to third across the diamond. The throw is wild. It's an error, and it's going to be a two-base error. There's the first base runner on a Madison Krause throwing error. Now, we are undercover in the Everest press box, but you know what? The wind is blowing in and the rain is blowing in. I object to that. Brooke Brown here. A high strike to Brooke Brown. Runner at second and 1 out. Rain has gotten a little heavier, and there's strike 2. The Evergreens are going to need a hit to the outfield to pick up that runner at second base. Brooke Brown and then Addison Cluck on deck. Swing and a miss at the high, hard one. Brooke Brown is the second Evergreen to strike out. 2 outs, and it's up to Addison Cluck.
Addison Cluck.
Cluck hit safely in yesterday's game as well. She takes strike 1. Ball gets by. Runner advances to third. Wild pitch. Two outs, a 1-1 count as Addison Cluck's trying to pick up a runner from third. That's up high. Nope, high strike. 1-2. Wind blowing straight in. It's a gale right now. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third. Just missed the inside corner. That was a close one to take. 2-2. This is a fly ball into the wind. Center field blowing around. Center fielder makes the catch. Shyla Brogan brings the inning to an end. Evergreens get a runner to third, but no closer. We are going to keep it right here in between innings. Beg your pardon on our Zaleski Sports feed while we cover up our cameras and make things okay. I'm told that everyone can still hear me, so I should refrain from talking about the blankety blank 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 rain.
2 up for Marshfield. White, Fisher, Cole. Are you still here? Otherwise, come back and I'll figure it out.
While we are in between innings, let me speak about some of our sponsors. Backey's Family Chiropractic in Rothschild. They provide personalized chiropractic care in a family-oriented atmosphere. And they can help any age patients from a few days old to moms and dads trying to keep up with the kids. No matter what the issue is with your body, from migraines to anxiety, stress, or youth-related issues, let Backey's Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. We are back to live action as the top of the third is on.
Number 6, Taylor Weiss.
Taylor Weiss is hitting and swung and missed at strike 1. late on the swing there. No balls and 2 strikes. Cluck coming home. Swing and a miss. That's a 5th strikeout reported for Addison Cluck, who is not allowed a base runner. She's retired the first 7 Marshfield Tigers that she's faced. Lexi Fisher to hit now. Next thing, they're going to put a plastic bag over me, then we'll be all battened down. Strike 1 here to Lexi Fisher. Missed outside, a ball and a strike. Playing the top of the 3rd, no score. The Evergreens were the first team to threaten. Got a runner over to third base with 2 outs. Couldn't cash it in. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Some of our players have put on some outerwear. 2-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. That was fouled back into the catcher's mitt. 2-2. Fouled off. So we'll do 2 balls and 2 strikes again. Express Employment Professionals says get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. They have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. expresspros.com.
Number 5, Maddie Cole.
2 outs now, and here's Maddie Cole. Looking to bunt. Not such a bad idea. Runner on first base, first out. Offers at the bunt and bunts through it. Strike 2. So Marshfield's trying to move that runner down to second base and has not been able to get the bunt down so far. Madeline Cole's the batter. She hits number 9 in the Marshfield order. That's up high, a ball and 2 strikes. And there's strike 3. So Marshfield does not advance the runner. Now there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the Tigers batting order. Here's Delaney Varsho. I mean, by not getting the sacrifice down, Marshfield needs either an extra base hit or 2 hits to bring the runner around from first base. Not being able to execute the sacrifice, kind of a big deal. Checked her swing, but 1 around. That's 2 strikes on Delaney. Addison Cluck looking to end the inning here. Yeah, that's strike 3. Marshfield gets their first base runner, but unable to advance beyond first. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. There is no score. DC Everest Evergreens and Marshfield Tigers on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
All right, bottom of the 3rd inning is on. Both teams have broken through with base runners, although we still have no score in today's game. Kelsey Woolley, 8, 9, and 1 due up in the Evergreens home half of the 3rd. And there's a strike from Caitlin Sternweiss. Ball's put in play down the left field line. It's a hit.
Base hit for Woolley.
Woolley delivers the first hit of the afternoon. The Evergreens' other base runner was on via an error. See if the Evergreens are going to ask Sidney Spear to put down a bunt.
Right fielder, Sidney Spear.
I would not be surprised at all if the bunt is on in this spot. Got the top of the order coming up. Leadoff base runner here, yes. Bunt is on, pulled back, but called strike one. Tried to get that bunt down, fouled it off. We're brought to you by Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No balls and 2 strikes. So the bunt comes off, and it's a swing and a miss. Sidney Spear is out. So both teams have been unable to get down a sacrifice bunt that their coaches called for. Kelsey Meverden grounded out to second her first time up. She's 0 for 1. Outside and low, ball 1. Kelsey Woolley at first with 1 out for the Evergreens here in the home half of the third. This ball is put in play to right field. Right fielder in the wind reaches up, and Lexi Fisher, look what I have.
Nice play out in right field by Lexi Fisher.
That's out of the view of our camera, and we apologize because of the rain. I'll tell you that Lexi Fisher for a moment was going back like that was going to be over her head, reached up and got it for the second out. Aubrey Klatt bounced back to the pitcher now with 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
Sophomore, number 5, Aubrey Klatt.
Evergreens got the leadoff single. And the runner's still there at first base with 2 down. Hit down the left field line. This is in foul territory and out of play. Almost into the rock garden of the house beyond our softball complex. Quickly, there are 2 strikes on Klatt. Brought to you today by Axis Insurance. Whether it concerns your personal life or business, Axis Insurance, you know you're taken care of. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Auto, home, business, life, disability, no matter what your needs are, look to Axis Insurance and rest easy. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net. Their business revolves around you. Fly ball, shortstop behind second base makes the play. Ashlyn Barwick brings the inning to a close. Evergreens get a leadoff single, but nothing comes from it. 3 innings completed, 0-0, Everest and Marshfield on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back. We're going to play through what's become kind of a heavier rain shower. You know why? Because further on the horizon, we can see that this is going to blow out of here fast enough. I'm Chris Conley, top of the 4th. I mean, while it's raining, it's kind of cold and miserable right now. Marshfield looks to bunt to start off the 4th inning. No problem. Ashlyn Barwick is retired. Addison Cluck fields the position well, too, and there's the first out. Shyla Brogan bounced back to the pitcher's mound first time up. Marshfield's only base runner, a hit batter. Swing and a miss there for strike one. One ball and one strike. One out and no one on. A rainy top of the fourth inning. Checked her swing, and that's fouled off. Costs her a strike, 1-2. Our next Zaleski Sports broadcast for DC Everest is Thursday. We'll be over at Simon Field. Wausau West comes here. The weather's supposed to be pretty good for that. 1-2 pitch. Called strike three. Shyla Brogan has struck out.
At the plate, number 11,
Madison Krause to hit. 2 outs and nobody on. Take strike one. This is popped up. It's on the infield. There'll be a play at first base. Taylor Friedel. A 3-up, 3-down fourth inning. Someone's going to score sooner or later. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 0-0. DC Everest and Marshfield. This is Fast Pitch Softball on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
At Abbey Bank, we understand the importance of your financial journey. Experience the future of banking with our cutting-edge digital solutions. Access your accounts anytime, anywhere, seamlessly. But we're more than just digital convenience. Step into any one of our branches and feel the warmth of personalized service. We're not just a bank, we're part of your community. Discover the difference at Abbey Bank, where we make banking about you.
3, 4, and 5 in the Everest batting order due up here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Catcher, Caitlin Kressel.
Caitlin Kressel popped out to the second baseman first time up. You know, the time is coming soon when on a day like this we'll play in the new field house.
I got it from 3 to 6 every day after school. That's mine.
Ball one.
That's good. I didn't know that. Oh, that's good. There's no scorer's booth.
Swing and a miss. That was foul. Tipped back. 1-1. Softball coverage today brought to you by the Hearing House, providing personalized health care and hearing from 5 convenient locations in central Wisconsin. Call Karen or Todd for an appointment in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Neelsville, or Marshfield. Make your house a Hearing House. 2 balls and 1 strike. The field house is so big when the circus comes to town, I think the elephants will fit in there just fine. 2 balls and 2 strikes. What? Come on, it's our school. The circus is already in town. Yes, of course. Fouled back. We stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We were saying before the game, it just seems like the field house has gone up quickly. I mean, all of the outer structure was up all through the summer, and they were able to work through the winter because it was such a mild winter. 2-2, foul back. Kressel stays alive here. And it is so big. I mean, if you have gone to the Rhinelander Dome, the Hodag Dome, ours, I think, is close to twice as large. It's a next-generation sports facility. 3-2. We'll get soccer in there. I can remember years that the girls' soccer team was trying to clear the snow off the soccer pitch up at the middle school. This is popped up. In foul ground, second baseman is over and makes the catch. Madeline Cole has retired Caitlin Kressel, a foul out to begin the inning. So, I mean, soccer games will slide in there. Softball games, too.
Junior shortstop, Dakota Witucky.
Here's Dakota Witucky, home run hitter in yesterday's game down in Rapids. First ball swinging, it's popped up on the infield. Reaching back into fair territory, Taylor Weiss. There's the second out. So, I mean, the heart of the Everest order, 2 up, 2 down. Here's Mara Meverden, who's one of just 2 base runners for the Evergreens so far. Got to second on a throwing error. Left stranded at third back in the second inning. Strike one. Nicolay Bank sponsors today's high school sports coverage. Personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Walsall, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Popped up. The Evergreens go 3 up, 3 down. Learn more at nicolaybank.com. We'll go to the top of the 5th. There's no score on Zaleski Sports.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome to J&D Tube Benders. Here at J&D, we strive to meet our customers' requirements and expectations. We pursue this goal through the effort of our dedicated employees by continually improving in the areas of customer service, quality, and productivity. We pride ourselves on not only being a pillar of the manufacturing industry, but a family to our employees. J&D Tube Benders, the fastest name in tube line fabrication.
We are back here at the DC Everest softball complex. Marshfield's been hanging tough against a really good Everest team, 0-0. And Marshfield sends 5, 6, and 7 in their batting order up to hit. Lillian Griesbach to lead off against Addison Cluck. Almost hit her. A hit batsman is the only base runner that Marshfield has in this game. And they're going to say that that batter was hit. So here's a leadoff hit batter for Marshfield. Caitlin Sternweiss, I would imagine, will be asked to lay down a bunt here. Top of the 5th, and Addison Cluck has to navigate around a leadoff batter. Popped up foul behind home plate and just got over to the netting. Here we are, it's the last full week of April, and in the rain, it's turned a little bit cold. It's one of those things, if you get wet, and then you're out in the wind, getting the bunt down, the play will be to first base. A successful sacrifice.
Over to Woolley for the sacrifice.
1 out, now a runner at second.
Brings up first baseman Taylor Weiss.
Taylor Weiss struck out her first time up. So can the 7 or 8 hitters come up with a hit to drive in a run for Marshfield? First ball swinging, foul back. Boy, if the Evergreens found themselves playing from behind, that would kind of change the feel of this afternoon's game for sure. And that's up high, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Just hard to catch up sometimes with the heat that Addison Cluck throws. A ball and 2 strikes. Strikeout sure would help the cause here. Marshfield needs a hit to the outfield to bring a run around. Swing and a miss. Late again. And there's the second out.
That's out number 2 of the inning.
9 strikeouts for Addison Cluck on top of the 11 that she had yesterday. 2 outs, it's up to Lexi Fisher. Strike 1. Can Marshfield come up with a timely hit with 2 outs? Popped up on the infield. Shortstop calling. You know what? The infield umpire said that was runner interference regardless. So even though Witucky made the catch, the base runner grazed her as she was going by. Can't do that. The inning comes to an end. Marshfield leaves a runner at second. Bottom of the 5th, still 0-0 on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. The future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 5th inning. 0-0. Give Marshfield a lot of credit. It's a team that's trying to get back to 500 if they can somehow pull out a win here, and they're hanging tough with DC Everest, one of the elite teams in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. I'm Chris Conley. Brooke Brown is the number 6 hitter for the Evergreens. She'll lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Brown struck out her first time up. First ball swinging, and that's fouled away. Sternweiss is 1 strikeout. She's allowed only 1 hit. So both pitchers are holding forth so far today. And that's up high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Here we are playing the middle innings of a scoreless game. Next Step Prosthetics has been providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step. Contact Next Step Orthotics today. It's up high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Boy, the Evergreens would just love a leadoff base runner, so any way that Brooke Brown can get herself on base. Hitters count here at 2-1. That's a little low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, opposing pitcher Caitlin Sternweiss makes the job in front of her a little more difficult if she issues a free pass. Brooke Brown may be asked to take a pitch here. She does. It's ball. Oh, that's a high strike. Oh, my. Brooke Brown was out of the batter's box. It was a step down towards first base till she got called back. Swing away here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Brooke Brown puts it on the ground past the second baseman and into right field.
Base hit by junior number 12, Brooke Brown.
I'm scoring that a hit because I'm generous of heart and spirit and because it was a hard hit ball. A second hit for the Evergreens and a leadoff base runner. Here's Addison Cluck. I will bet you dollars to donuts that Addison Cluck will be asked to lay down a bunt, get that runner into scoring position. With sprinkles. And bunts it foul. We've seen 1 successful sacrifice. Both coaches had called for sacrifice bunts earlier and had batters unable to get the bunt down. Friendliest dog ever up here in the press box. Give it a little sniff. I think this dog smells either Diesel Dog or Argos on me. Pitch is down low. No balls and 2 strikes. Nope, offered at that. 0-2. 0-2 here to Addison Cluck. And that ball is well hit. Center fielder going back, reaching up. That's a nice going back catch. Shyla Brogan in center field.
Brogan with a catch out there in center field.
Well hit and deep, but into a pretty stiff wind.
Brings up number 4.
Runner still at first base with one out. Kelsey Woolley to hit here. Kelsey Woolley has the other Everest single from her last at-bat. So only 2 hits in the game. Down low, runner is stealing, throw there, missed the tag, safe, stolen base.
Stolen base by Brown.
Shortstop Ashlyn Berwick tried to swipe back at the runner and didn't get the tag on. So the Evergreens do have that runner in scoring position. Back at home plate, it's a ball to Kelsey Woolley. Fouls that back, 1-1. So a hit to the outfield could break the seal on this one in the bottom of the 5th inning. Woolley was fast down to second base. That's a key stolen base. And this ball is caught by the pitcher on a line back up the middle. Base runner retreats. 2 outs, and it's up to the Evergreens' number 9 hitter, Sydney Spear. Struck out her first time up.
At the plate, junior, number 16, Sydney Spear.
Evergreens need Sydney to get a hit to the outfield. First pitch to Sydney Spear is up high. Sternweiss has to challenge Spear here because if Sydney Spear keeps the inning going, the Evergreens get back to the top of their batting order. And this is popped up on the infield. The inning's going to come to an end. Caught by third baseman Madison Krause. A leadoff single goes for naught. 5 innings complete, still 0-0 between Marshfield and DC Everest on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
9-1-2 due up for Marshfield. We've reached the top of the 6th inning. I'm Chris Conley. This one's becoming a pressure cooker. Looking to bunt. Almost caught by the Everest catcher, Caitlin Kressel. Strike 1. S.C. Swiderski says an S.C. Swiderski apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to S.C. Swiderski. They'll make you feel right at home. Online, scswiderski.com for more. Looking to bunt, and that one's foul. Marshfield does not have a hit. They have 2 base runners, both of them hit batters. One of them got down to second base. There's strike 3. So on 3 pitches, Madeline Cole is out.
Back at the top of the order for the Marshfield Tigers, left fielder Delaney Varsho.
Delaney Varsho is struck out in both of her plate appearances. It's the top of the order here for the Marshfield Tigers. Varsho swings and misses. Strike 1. Varsho was called out on a 3rd strike in the 1st inning. Swung and missed at strike 3 in the 3rd. Batting here in the 6th, and that's away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Addison Cluck did not allow a hit in her work yesterday. 4 innings. Allowed only 1 base runner and has not allowed a hit so far today. We're in the 6th. That's fouled back. A ball and 2 strikes. Coming home, up high, 2-2. You know, if the Evergreens are the team they think they are, got to find a way to win games like this. It's a 0-0 game, very few hits, very few base runners. And here we are into the late innings where just the margin of error comes finer. Let's foul back, 2-2. Brought to you today by Staub Construction, a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, 100% employee-owned. Popped up in foul ground over the chain link fence. A little close to Mr. Conley's car there. Careful, please. Actually, my car is old enough where we'd love an insurance claim and move on to a new vehicle. That works okay, too. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Delaney Varsho is struck out in all 3 plate appearances. There are 2 outs with no one on. Well, now, wait a minute. My car is not quite at the point where I'm going to leave the keys in it. Maybe a year or 2 from now. We'll see.
At the plate, shortstop.
Ashlyn Barwick is 0 for 2. 2 outs and nobody on. Ball 1. On the ground, foul on the third base side. 1-1. It's a story from my youth, but years ago, my dad's business partner always drove a big stretch Cadillac. That was the kind of car he liked. He was a big guy. And in New York City, twice his Cadillac was stolen. Twice he got new Cadillacs because of theft. 2 balls and 1 strike. We used to joke about it, if he was doing that on purpose or not. He insisted, no, sir. Fouled back, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, in my family history, I shared before that Dad's company had a field box at Yankee Stadium. We'd go to lots of Yankee games. You remember the strike season of 1980? Yankees and Brewers played in the first round of the playoffs, and they stole our car outside of Yankee Stadium. Oh, my goodness. Came out of the ball game. The Brewers actually won that game, and our car, we were sure where we parked it, and it wasn't there anymore. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Stay at 3-2. Back then, no one had cell phones. We had to find as much change as we could find to get to a payphone to call a limousine service. Took us back home that night. Dad's car the next day found up on cinder blocks in New Jersey. Shortstop Dakota Witucky is thrown out. Ashlyn Barwick. You see, just enough time to complete the story. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 6th is next. There's no score between DC Everest and Marshfield on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Everest pitcher Addison Cluck is working on a no-hitter. But Caitlin Sternweiss of the Tigers has matched her. She's scattered just 2 hits. Evergreens have the top of their order, 1, 2, and 3 hitting here. Kelsey Meverden will start. Kelsey's put the ball in play in both of her at-bats. A ground out to second and a fly out to right. Ball 1. Ag Country Farm Credit Services brings you today's high school sports. Farmer-owned co-op with a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans, leases, crop insurance, tax, and records, they have you covered. Ag Country, Stevens Point, Walsall, Marshfield, and Medford. There's a 3rd hit to start off the Evergreens today.
Brings up designated player, Aubrey
Aubrey Klott has also put the ball in play, both of her at-bats. A ground out to the pitcher and a pop-up to the shortstop. The bunt is probably on here. Let's see. And the bunt is down. Only plays to first. She's safe. They didn't get an out. My, that's a big moment there. Klott was flying down the line after putting that bunt down. So the Evergreens were willing to give up an out, and Marshfield unable to get it. That's an infield hit. The Evergreens start off with 2 base runners for Caitlin Kressel. 0 for 2 for day. Evergreens looking to break through in this spot. There's nobody out. Runners on first and second. The bunt is not on for Kressel, and that's outside. Ball 1. So the Evergreens are looking for Caitlin to deliver a hit here. Bring that runner around from second. Speed on the bases, 2. Inside corner, it's a strike, 1-1. Sunshine starting to break through the clouds. Evergreens are looking to break through on the scoreboard. A ball and a strike, nobody out. Runners on first and second. Here we go. And that's a hit. There we go. To right field, but it's hit too hard for the runner to score from second base.
Base hit for catcher Caitlin Kressel.
Caitlin Kressel delivers back-to-back-to-back hits, and the bases are loaded. Here comes Dakota Witucky.
For the Evergreens, shortstop Dakota Witucky.
It is a moment for heroes in this baseball game. This softball game, beg your pardon. Evergreens are opting for a courtesy runner. Lauren Semro is the courtesy runner at first base.
Number 23, Lauren Semro.
So there's nobody out, and the bases are loaded with Evergreens. Marshfield's played well, but this is the first time they've been in a jam like this. Dakota Witucky to hit. Mercifully, the rain has stopped. Thank goodness. It was miserable for a while here. Dakota Witucky looks to get the Evergreens on the scoreboard. First ball swinging and fouls it back. With nobody out and the base is full, boy, there are a lot of ways to get a run in. Wild pitch or pass ball, walk, error, hit. All would give the Evergreens a lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Marshfield's got the infield in, got to try and cut down this run at the plate. And a diving stop by the shortstop, only plays to first, and a run comes in.
RBI.
It's an RBI ground out. Ashlyn Berwick thought about going home and knew that she had no play there. Dakota Witucky brings a run in. 1-0 Everest. Runners also safely advanced, so there are runners now at second and third. So now Marshfield's going to have to come up with something in their part of the 7th inning.
Number 14, Mara Meverden.
Meverden reached on an error and popped out to first base. Strike 1. Hit to the outfield could bring in 2 more. Low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Foundation Finance says now's your chance to work with a company that really understands growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since they started in 2012. Make the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits that start from day 1. Ouch. A ground ball to short with the bases loaded has brought in the only run of the ball game. There's 1 out, second and third. That's fouled back. Will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. All of this from 2 hits to the outfield. And a sacrifice bunt that was legged out. The Evergreens got back-to-back-to-back base runners to open up this frame. 1-2 pitch is up high, 2-2. Looking ahead to the visitors' 7th, 3, 4, and 5, the best Marshfield bats will come up in their half of the 7th inning. But they will need a run at least to keep the game going, and maybe more than that. Two balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Inside, count is full. Marshfield's in danger of loading up the bases again. Popped up. Second base, back and making the catch. Madeline Cole, that's the second out. Runners don't advance. Brooke Brown singled her last time. She's 1 for 2. She's the Evergreens' hope to get another run in here. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local, family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. Up high, ball 1. 2 outs now, second and third. Marshfield sure keeps this a manageable game if they can get this third out. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Go to mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. Just missed inside. That was close. 2-1. That's up high. 3 balls and a strike to Brooke Brown. Hitter's spot here, looking to drive in 2 with a hit to the outfield. Already 1-0 now, Everest. There's a strike, 3-2. Great Lakes Cheese says, join Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau. You'll work at a state-of-the-art facility, excellent benefits, pay, culture, and more. A growing company that can get your career on the right path. Learn more at GreatLakesCheese.com. GreatLakesCheese.com. 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. The Evergreens get 1 run but leave 2 more in scoring position. A Dakota Witucky groundout brings in the 1 run that's on the scoreboard now. 7th inning when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Marshfield has played well today, but they need a run or they'll fall 1-0. Top of the 7th is on.
At the plate, number 12,
Shyla Brogan will lead off. Again, 3, 4, and 5 in the Marshfield batting order to hit here against Addison Cluck. Inside, ball 1. Cluck's got 11 more strikeouts. Trying to complete a no-hitter. Hit on the ground. Marshfield's got their first hit. The no-hitter is broken up by Shyla Brogan. And that's the tying run on first base.
Brogan with a hit.
Madison Krause 0 for 2 today, coming up now. So that will make things interesting here in the top of the 7th. Tying run on first base. The bunt is not on, and that's a little high, ball 1. Rotographics Printing is your local Wausau graphic printing expert. Your business can always depend on the finest customer service. Ensure that your project is done right. 2 balls and no strikes here. From sales literature, retail product design, brand building, for your next graphics printing need, look to Rotographics, 80th Street in Wausau. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Culligan Water says, get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Go online and visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. High strike, 2-2. And Madison Krause is the cleanup batter for Marshfield, so the bunt is not on here. They're looking for her to put the ball in play and move this base runner over. Fly ball on the infield. Shortstop Dakota Witucky makes the catch. Runner does not advance. Lillian Griesbach will hit. J&D Tube Benders in the Weston Industrial Park is a certified custom manufacturer and distributor of tubes, tubing, and tube assemblies. A family-owned business, it could be the perfect place to consider for the next step in your career. If you're looking for a change, apply at J&D Tube Benders. Their website online is jdtube.com. Strike 1 to Griesbach. Off the plate. Slow roller, flip to second. There's one back to first, not in time. That would have ended the ball game. That's the right call. Griesbach got it down there to beat it out on the fielder's choice. 2 outs now. With a runner at first, here's Caitlin Sternweiss, who put down the game's only successful sacrifice so far. Down on the field for post-game coverage if the Evergreens close it out. Marshfield's down to their final out in a 1-0 game. Boy, this will be a quiet bus ride home for Marshfield. The Tigers really played too well to lose. 0-0 to the bottom of the 6th. Inside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled back, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Marshfield's down to their final strike of the afternoon. Got a leadoff single, and the runner's still at first base. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball. It's well hit, but the ballpark will hold it. Brooke Brown makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Sternweiss flies out to Brown, and it's a 1-0 victory for DC Everest. Evergreens with 1 run on 5 hits. They played errorless baseball. Marshfield, no runs. Their only hit in the game came in the 7th. They also played errorless ball today. 1-0 Everest is the final score. The Evergreens stay undefeated in Wisconsin Valley Conference play, moving to 4-0 in league and 6-2 overall. Marshfield is now 2-2 against Valley opponents and 5-7 for the season. Marshfield gave the Evergreens a game today. The final is 1-0. Evergreens loaded up the bases in the 6th, and the game-winning run came in on Dakota Witucky's ground out to short. Runner scored from third, even with the infield drawn in. 1-0 is our final. Post-game coverage is coming up next. Brought to you by Merrill Steel. The Merrill Steel post-game show says consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. That wraps up our play-by-play. Evergreens beat Marshfield 1-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Postgame coverage from the DC Everest softball complex. The Evergreens come up with a run in the 6th and are 1-0 winners over Marshfield. Coach, it just seemed like the pressure was building during the game because it stayed at 0-0 for so long.
Yes, it made it stressful on us. It made it stressful on the girls, but we knew what we needed to do, and it just took us a little bit longer to get the job done, but we got it done.
We'll be talking with Kelsey Meverton, who's to my left in just a moment. She started off the run-scoring 6th inning with a single. I thought Aubrey Klatt, you called for the sacrifice after the leadoff single, and Klatt just outran the sacrifice bunt. I mean, hustle works in a lot of different situations in these games.
Yeah, she knew her job, and she did her job and put down and got us in the ability to score.
Coach, the good teams win all different types of games. Lots of hits yesterday, 15 hits, and then just the hits were harder to come by today, and yet this is a quality win.
I mean, we have to come into every single game, and we have to be ready to play our game, and we got the W out of it, so I'm happy that we got that, but we got some things to work on.
Big games coming up on Thursday, the continuation of a makeup game in the 3rd inning that's at 0-0 between Smash and then a regularly scheduled game against the Panthers. That's Thursday down in Stevens Point. Those are huge games for conference standings and postseason honors. Spend a moment with Kelsey Meverton. Tell me about the hit that started off the run-scoring 6th inning.
I mean, I was due. I had a few good hits, but they just got caught. So it was really good to get that started for our team.
I mean, Marshfield kept this at 0-0. They played well today. Was there some pressure building up, like we've got to get a run here? I mean, obviously, with Stevens Point coming up on Thursday, you can't drop a game that you're expected to win.
Yeah, we definitely felt the pressure, but we knew we could handle it, and we knew that we had to get going.
Good teams win in lots of different ways. So you win the low-scoring game here, you won those high-scoring game yesterday. The teams that got, I would imagine, there's a lot of goals in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to keep this momentum going and keep going, like, forward, and we're just going to keep winning.
All right, Kelsey Meverden scores the game's only run, a bases-loaded ground out that gives the Evergreens a 1-0 win over Marshfield. Congratulations on the victory today.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to wrap up our Zaleski Sports coverage. Evergreens over the Tigers 1-0, and they'll be back in action Thursday for 2 in Stevens Point. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Kelsey Meverden, and I'm in the house.